What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So happy you guys could make it. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you guys are having a beautiful and blessed day out there. And in today's video, as the title suggests, I'll be sharing my experience with anxiety and how I ultimately overcame my anxiety. I hope you're ready. Strap in, make yourself comfortable, grab some snacks too if you want, and enjoy the video. Oh, and by the way, while you're here, why not like, comment, and subscribe? It would really support the channel and I would really appreciate it. Now on to the video. How did it all start for me? Well, let's start off by first accepting the fact that you can never really get rid of anxiety. Anxiety is just like stress, just like a lot of different feelings and emotions. It's not something that you can completely get rid of because that's what makes us human. Now, obviously, anxiety is not a good thing, but unfortunately, the reality is that everyone experiences anxiety. Even I still experience anxiety despite the fact that I was able to somewhat control it and find ways to combat it. It's something that you can never really get rid of, just like stress, emotions, and feelings. Let me set that preface first. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way first. I think looking back on it in hindsight, I think for me, it really started getting worse was in my last semester of college. It was just something that kind of spiraled out of control out of the blue. I didn't see it coming and I was immediately caught off guard. Because I was caught off guard, I wasn't really prepared for it. I wasn't really equipped with the proper, set of tools and ways to combat my anxiety, my stress, and even, how to be able to control anxiety so that you don't have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, which happened to me quite a lot. That being said though, it started happening to me in my last semester of college, and it really blew out of proportion and got so much worse when I was first semester of university. It got so bad that I started having panic attacks at home, which is supposed to be the place where you're supposed to feel the safest, right? The most comfortable. But it got that bad for me. And that made me realize that I had to do something about it. And so that's kind of the gist of how it all started happening for me. It wasn't really anything that triggered my anxiety. Maybe it was the stress that I got from school. Maybe it was the pressure and the expectation for me to do well at school. But maybe it was a culmination and a combination of all of that that triggered my anxiety. But personally, I think it's a combination of all these little things that added to the stress and the anxiety level. I didn't know what to do about it. And when you don't know what to do, that can be a really scary feeling. It can really feel hopeless. It can really make you feel terrified because you don't know if there's a way out of this, right? I know what that's like. I've been there. I've been down in the dumps, and it is scary. It is a pretty scary feeling to think that there may not be a way out. However, things really started to turn around for me when I started to see a therapist. Even if you're able to manage stress, even if you're able to manage anxiety, even if you're A-okay mentally and physically, everyone needs a therapist. Therapists are godsends in this day and age. Mental health is more important now more than ever before. It should be just as important and just as talked about as much as physical health. I just can't stand the stigma that's been attached to openly talking about mental health and how taboo it is and how you're supposed to just bottle it up inside and just tough it out. Don't openly talk about your mental struggles with others. For some reason, it's been stigmatized to talk openly about your mental health, especially for men. But I'm here to challenge that stigma and here to talk openly about my mental health. And my hope is that by me sharing this with you, I'm able to not give you a guaranteed way of fighting and overcoming anxiety, because what worked for me may not work for you. I'm just gonna put that out there. Every person is different. Every human being is different. Every person's body is different. At the end of the day, some people find it harder to control anxiety and stress than other people, whereas other people are able to bring their stress level down more easily. It really depends on you. But the key is to do something about it before it gets worse and before it's too late. The sooner you act on it, the better. That's what I can tell you based on my experience. Now, that's just my advice. Take it however you want it. At the end of the day, the choice is ultimately yours and it's up to you. I'm just sharing with you what worked for me. I took the initiative and I started seeing a therapist, I would say once a week when I was in university. I was able to seek help from the university campus's therapy center, whatever you want to call it. And I was fortunate and lucky that the university did offer mental health aid to students in need. Just talking about it with someone did wonders for me. As the weeks went by, I was able to find ways to bring down my anxiety to a controllable level. As a result, thanks to the therapist, she was able to provide me with techniques and ways to cope with anxiety and prevent panic attacks, practicing mindfulness, deep breathing techniques, because at the end of the day, anxiety, stress, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, they all affect your body physically. Your heart starts beating faster, and that's pretty much your body signaling to your mind. That's like the panic signal. It's telling your mind, like, whoa, like, we're about to shut down. Like, it's panic time. If you're able to practice how to breathe properly and deeply, and practice these deep breathing techniques, like inhaling for 5 seconds, holding your breath for 5 seconds, and then exhaling for 5 seconds, that can lower your heart rate tremendously after a few minutes of doing that consistently. Another way in which I was able to overcome it was by practicing mindfulness. Now, mindfulness, what is that, you may ask? The ability for you to clear your mind, even close your eyes if it helps, to disconnect from wherever you are, bring your mind to a state of peace, to bring your mind to a place where you feel safe. It's a way for you to disconnect from where you are, what you're going through right now, from the panic that you're experiencing, the fear, the anxiety, the stress that you're feeling. That's mindfulness. Thanks to the therapist, I'm able to do that now. It absolutely made a huge difference for me. Another thing that really helped me out was practicing and normalizing positive self-talk. So in other words, talking to yourself in your head positively and telling yourself positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts. Especially during days when my anxiety got so bad that I had this choking sensation around my neck, as if someone was actually choking me. Pause. But that's how bad my anxiety got, and that is a side effect of experiencing high levels of anxiety. I don't think it helped that when I was in university, I was very much a reserved person, very closed off, very introverted, lone wolf type of person. If I had free time, I was not the type to go to parties or whatnot, or networking events, hangouts, meetups. I would honestly spend my free time doing readings, assignments, essays at the library. That really worsened my anxiety and my depression. The fact that I did not have a good school and social life balance really was detrimental to me. It really exacerbated my anxiety and my mental health for the worse. It got so bad to the point where I used to go days without talking to anybody on campus, and as a result, I suffered a lot from social anxiety. Just being in public around people made me incredibly anxious, to the point where I had the shakes, I had trouble breathing, and I had this choking sensation around my neck, and it was not a pleasant feeling at all. Another thing that I started practicing meditation and making it part of my daily habits and routine, to the point where now, every single night before going to bed, I practice meditation for 5 minutes. Every single night. and it's become part of my habits, my routine. It made all the difference in the world for me. With meditation, you are inherently making use of deep breathing techniques, mindfulness, positive self-talk. You're able to disconnect yourself easily from the present moment or whatever's stressing you out, and you're able to clear your head so easily by doing it consistently. Now, how I meditate personally, I know there's a bunch of different apps out there, but for me, what works best is I literally just go on YouTube and just listen to those ambient, peaceful, calming sounds that are like 3-hour live streams meant for meditation and relaxing, and that's pretty much it. And then I just start meditating in my bedroom while listening to that for a good 5 minutes. That makes all the difference in the world for me, even now. Now, last but certainly not least, the biggest thing that helped me overcome my anxiety, and still helps me overcome my anxiety to this day, because as we all know, anxiety never really goes away. I think it's safe for me to say going to the gym and working out has become the best therapy for me. That could not be any truer in my case, because going to the gym consistently for 3 years now is obviously easier said than done, but it is true when they say that the gym is not only good for your physical health, but especially for your mental health. Alright? It clears your head. Whatever you're going through, the gym always finds a way to take care of it. And your body needs that more than anything. If you've gone through, relationship issues and struggles and breakups, whatever, one thing that can never leave you is the gym. The point is that the gym has become the best therapy for me. The gym absolutely did wonders for helping me overcome my anxiety, and now I'm incredibly blessed to say that I haven't had an anxiety attack or a panic attack ever since I started applying and utilizing all of these tools and techniques that my therapist gave me. I've never had any panic attacks or anxiety attacks ever since that time when I really struggled with anxiety, with stress while I was at university. I didn't have any ways to combat anxiety. Those are all the things that ultimately helped me overcome my anxiety. Now, with that being said, are these things going to work for you? Maybe, but maybe not. I think the best thing you can do, though, is take that initiative, go see a therapist, even if you feel like you don't need one. Find out what works best for you. So for those who feel hopeless and lost and fearful and feel like there's no way out, there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. If I was able to overcome it, you can overcome it as well. And with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Stay tuned for more future videos. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any more of these future videos. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Much love. Peace out.